What's going on? What's going on, Seal Nation, the Mikey verse, the Cool Table? Much love to all y'all. It is your boy, Skywalker Jedi. I am back at y'all with another one. I'm so happy that everybody is here with me tonight. Um, this should be a very special stream. Um, you know, I had a thought the last time James Gunn acted up, and I knew, and I think I told some people, I was like, the next time James Gunn do something, I'm gonna do what I'm about to do tonight. And here we are. Yo, it's time, yo. Let's go. I'm so happy that all y'all in here with me. We got the Batman. We got Chad Snyderverse. We got Desaad, S. Dot, Dark Side, Osa Fresh. You know what I'm saying? Socks, Granny Goodness, Law, yo. Everybody's in here. Jade, Batman, the Batman, Retro Nerd Girl. Right, we got the homie Southbound in the building, Super Bro Corey. We got the Cool Table with the good Austin in the building. We got Snad in the building. We got Mama Bear in the building. We got Michael Koval in the building, right? Yo, much love to everybody. We got David, David. David, he said, do the math, Vedas. Reboot got leaked, meeting next week. Now we got Zazzler dropping bars on y'all motherfuckers, yo. Do the math. Hey, Reboot got leaked, meeting next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man of my word, right? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? We got Zazzler in the building. We got Mac Main in the building, right? Oh my goodness. What's up, everybody? Wait, we got the homie Sickness in here. He said, Sky about to spit. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm about to cook, yo. I'm about to cook, right? What's going? All right, so let me get my banners up here, right? Yo, first, let's get the small shit out the way first, right? We got the homie Real Talk Productions in here, right? Apparently, Wonder Woman 3 gets canceled. Okay, so yeah, right. Wonder Woman 3 gets canceled. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I would think at this point, right, after all these kind of like battles that we've been through, you know what I'm saying? Like after all these battles that we've been through, and you know, with the prior clown table, right? Shout out to the homie Leon because we have hashtag one last clown, yo. There's one last clown who I think because of this person's past and them kind of failing upward, right? I think it's kind of created this situation where you know, this man just feels like, yo, he can just do no wrong and he can just go against the grain at every turn, right? And it's really crazy. But I would like to welcome the special guest of the hour. You know what I'm saying? My main man, y'all already know. I look up to this dude. You know, I didn't went to bat for this dude. People didn't try to tell me not to hang out with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I just, yo, it's just this, the energy and the chemistry feels too right. You know what I'm saying? When we link up. And so, you know, I'm gonna just go ahead and roll with it. But we got the homie on here, one of the pretty much like the founder of the Watchmen. Pretty much, we got the homie Billy Swain here. Yo.
What up, fool?
What is going on, homie?
What up, fool? Just chilling. Just chilling.
Hey, I've been thinking about this, man. I was like, yo, James Gunn been tripping. I'm like, yo, next time James Gunn get out of pocket, bro. I was like, I'm gonna bring Philly on. We gotta have a conversation about this dude, man. And like, yo, this shit, yo, we gonna get to it, Philly. But first, I want to say, how are you feeling tonight? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you heard what is going around, and what are your kind of like opening thoughts on it?
Shit, I heard a little bit.
Mm.
Fucking Fatal J text me. And Fatal J was like, yo, I told y'all. I was like, damn, what happened? I didn't even know. And then it came out where he sent me the link or something, and I went in the Watchman chat to see what y'all was talking about. And then it turned out James Gunn, I don't know, man. I guess he's saying they're thinking about, taking away the Snyderverse or some shit like that.
Right. Yeah. Apparently, Wonder Woman 3, in its current incarnation is canceled. James Gunn is potentially canceling Man of Steel 2. And there's apparently a full reboot incoming, right? Now I think the timing of this is like very weird as well. And I think that there could be a bit of a deeper story here. You know what I'm saying? That like we might not be looking at.
It probably
Right.
is. It probably is, bro. So they were just saying this is all like potential shit, right? They're just saying
Yeah.
we might do it, right? There's nothing that's
Okay. Yeah, and apparently he was supposed to meet with Zaslav in them and propose his plan in January. And it has now been moved up to next week. So as soon as this leaked out, there was like an emergency meeting called apparently next week for him to present his plan instead of in January.
Right. So this is just his idea, and Zaslav
Yeah.
hasn't signed off on it yet.
Yes.
And it's been leaked to a major trade.
Yes.
And published.
Yes. It's been leaked to a Hollywood reporter, right?
Right. So all right. So, and when I say this, I want to preface this to say it like, I'm not telling anybody not to fight for your wants or don't go. I'm just saying it like this. They say this type of shit on purpose, so they know that's gonna rally the troops and grab more engagement, right? So if they know they got this hornet's nest of people that want to see Snyderverse, all they got to do is hit the hornet's nest, and that's it. That's all they do. It's like, how many times like all right, let's really think about this, y'all. Let's really think about this. Release the Snyder Cut movement all started because they said they're not gonna release the Snyder Cut, right? So then years of us engaging online, all this wild shit, then they released the Snyder Cut, right? But all it was is they say, hey, I'm not going to give you this cookie unless you get all A's on your report card. And we go get all A's, and then they give you the cookie. Bitch, they're going to give you the cookie anyway. They're just trying to, you know what I mean? That, like, why we keep falling for this shit, bro? Like the first time, bro, when I was in this shit, at least the Snyder Cut movement, I fell for it. I was on some shit like, damn, them boys fucking with Zack Snyder, blah blah blah. I thought like Zack Snyder going against Hollywood and all this shit. So I jumped in and I worked for like years, bro, and like every day podcasting, all kind of shit, every fucking day, right? But then they're like, so working with TPZ knew the movie was gonna come out the whole time. They would always tell me that, oh yeah, well, we know it's coming, it's coming. But we did all of this fucking work, bro, and they knew the shit was coming, So it's like, we got the J.J. Abrams shit, we got the fucking whoever. They announce some new shit all the time, bro. They announce this new shit all the time. They say, oh, you're not going to get this, guys, unless you do this. And then we jump online and we're like, oh, fuck, man, we need a trending event. We need this, we need that, we need this, we need that, right? All right, then we go do it. But all of that shit that we do to try to convince them to do something that they're already going to do, all of the shit that we do, it just makes Warner Brothers more money. So if they can just keep triggering us with anything, every time this shit gets slow, trigger y'all. Every time you get slow, trigger. Okay, crank this shit back up.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all they do, bro. We keep falling for it. We're like, dog. I remember one time I went in there and I was like, in the Snyder Cut, in the Watchmen chat, we got like 1 million tweets. And then, like, the very next day.
Hey, Peely, look. Yo. We got James Gunn in the chat.
Oh, yeah. James. What's up, dog? Hey, James. I heard you like little kids, dog. That's what But, yo. But look, we look at it like, look, is that David Zasloff in the chat too?
Yeah.
You're a popular dude, bro.
You got all the execs, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I remember one time, bro. Like, so back in the day, and I'm part of the movement, the Release the Snyder Cut movement. All of the people that I thought were like movers and shakers, they were movers and shakers for Warner Brothers, right? I'm thinking they're just like regular people like me and you, like we want to see the movie. I thought they were organic. So we did like 1 million tweets, right? The next day we go in that bitch. I'm thinking we gonna celebrate, kick back, make some jokes, show some memes, all this shit. And then everybody's sad. And I'm like, bro, why y'all sad? Oh, man, I guess Warner Brothers say that wasn't good enough. And they look at you all side-eyed. Oh, man, I guess we got to do more. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Bitch, I ain't falling for this shit. Dog, I yelled at them boys so hard. I'm like, bro, stop the bullshit, bro. Every day, bro. So all of that shit, all of that up and down shit, that shit just...
Really, that was the day after the 1 million tweets, bro.
The day after the 1 million tweets.
Come on, man.
Like, oh, man, I guess Warner Brothers still just say it ain't good enough, man. And all the little Watchmen, like the teenagers, they're like, oh, fuck, like, fuck, man, we got to do more. We got to do more. And I'm like, bro, if y'all believe this shit, bro, we've been doing this shit for fucking years, bro. Like, that's all they do. That's all they do. So we got to understand, and I'm not saying we can't see through this shit because, if y'all want to see the Snyderverse, fight for it. I'm down with that shit. I will probably help y'all sometimes, but here's what I'm saying. See through the marketing techniques, bro. That's all this is. That's all this is. If they were all right, if they were 100% sure we're going to kill the Snyderverse, all right, then put it out. Don't say, oh, we're just thinking about it. We just got to have a meeting. Bitch, why did you tell me that? I don't care what you thinking about. Like, you only told me that to trigger me. So then when you trigger me, I'm going to go get my crew and we're going to go type our ass off online and hashtag our ass off. And all of that shit we do is only making Warner Brothers more money, bro. Them boys saying, fuck the box office. Fuck DVD sales. We're getting data money, bro. That's it. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing, dog.
Look, hey, I feel it, but I also want to cover this from both angles, right?
Right.
Because let's say that somebody in the DC hierarchy found out about this and they weren't, and they just, what I'm saying, weren't happy with it, right? And all of a sudden this ends up, you right, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, I think either way you look at this shit, if it's true, James Gunn is an idiot. You're right, you know what I'm saying? And if it's to some other shit going on, then ain't no real need for us to be getting all up in arms right now. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Look at it. Like, we know the stats. Like, I don't know the stats. I haven't been involved, but I'm sure like Zack Snyder's Justice League has done crazy numbers. I'm sure has like been trending for a long time. I'm sure, DVD
I'm,
sales or all of that shit is way up still. I'm sure of that, right? Only
yeah,
because I see like the swell of the movement. I see that. But when we're like that's like a golden goose, right? It's like a golden goose, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. Why would any corporation say no? We don't want this goose no more. Oh, fuck that shit. We don't want to make money no more. We don't want to be trending no more. We don't want to do that. Why would they do that? It don't. It don't. I don't know if that makes sense to me. I think they just they do shit to trigger you into continuing. And if they
yeah,
feel like we're slowing down, y'all
yeah.
boys making football shows, you making a basketball show. Oh shit, we don't have the movement. We ain't trending like we used to. We ain't trending at a million tweets. Oh, how can we do that? Oh, we just gotta say, bro, we about to kill this Snyderverse shit. Oh, hell no. Bam. We got it back. We got it back. It's that easy. But look at this. Look, if we want to look at it on the both side and we don't want to go like conspiracy shit, um, how we talked on the podcast with me and you the other night, and like he come from Disney, he come from Marvel, right? And even with Zack Snyder and Jeff Johns and shit, it kind of looked like Marvel was kind of trying to take over DC. But it kind of now don't it look like Jeff Johns is like the capstone of that little mission that Jeff Johns was trying to do? Don't it look like James Gunn is the capstone of that shit? You know?
Right? Yo, that shit is crazy, and that's why I labeled this as the Trojan Horse thing, right? Because um, it's really crazy. Like, it's really wild that if you look at the breadcrumbs and how this whole thing has happened, and then um, even with James Gunn not supporting Black Adam openly at all ever since he came in the office, right? He hasn't said anything about Black Adam. Never did.
Mm,
And that shit was in theaters, right? Right before he got there,
right.
right? He been tweeting about everything else. You know what I'm saying? He had time to go at Mikey Sutton and his fucking platform, right? Because they were saying that, hey, that Henry Cavill was going to be coming back. So now we're starting to see like, yo, this maybe was his plan when he came in the door, right?
Maybe. Yeah, it seems like there was a plan from the jump. Like, it seems like I'm only timing out of the disrespectful.
Oh yeah, nah. I'm just going through the comments.
Oh, all right. I mean, I don't know, but it seems like this whole plan was going on for forever for like Disney to take over Warner Brothers and shit like that. But then I look at it and go even deeper and be like all of these corporations are the same, bro. And it's. I used to think it was like some corporate espionage shit and all of this shit and all of that, but the more I look at it, they're kind of like all the same. They're like Coke and Pepsi. They're like Nike and Reebok. They're, you know, they could probably act like there's beef and all this other shit like that, but you know, I just don't know, man. I just don't believe that no more. I think they figured out how to make money and they just trigger the fans. I really, really think they're triggering fans with bad news, so the fans can show their support on Twitter, and with that, you get you know,
Yo, we got all the betas popping up in the chat. Yo, we got Matt Jarbo in here, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Matt Jarbo. I remember I used to hear his name from back in the day, but I don't even know that cat, bro.
Hey, yo, you know what's funny is that they think that like this whole thing is like really an L. It's gonna be funny now. I'm actually gonna hold a stream in the near future where anybody that would like to talk to me, I'm gonna open my panel up to talk to some of you guys because I'm gonna want to know. I'm gonna want you guys' takes in the near future. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And y'all got my word on that. Real shit.
Call him Bluto? They call him Matt Jarbo.
That's what the homie Stocks be calling him. But we got Mikey Sutton in the chat saying DeLuca approved of Cavill, right? My sources were partly from that side of the fence. See? Right? And apparently Zaslav did too, which is why I think it's so funny that this meeting got put like, yo, and I said this earlier on the cool table stream is that you know, let's say that this is a legit leak. Let's just say that this is a legit leak, right? If you had until January to get your slate together, and all of a sudden your boss is saying, I want you in my office with that slate next week, right? That's not a good thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that is never a good thing, right? And so it's funny that the people that are quoting this article that is saying like, hey, you know, James Gunn is going to reboot and all that stuff, right? They want to take all that stuff, but they don't want to take the part about this meeting getting called. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, these be the lame ass dudes, bro. These be the lame ass dudes. I seen this shit before, like then when the Snyder Cut come out or Snyderverse restore, these be the same people that be retweeting Snyder shit and acting like, oh, we're on Snyder's side. You know, I want to get Snyder on my podcast and shit. These be the same ass lame ass dudes, bro. But you know, they sit there and talk like negative, and they want to act like, oh, you're not gonna get the Snyderverse and blah blah blah. But all of their content, their whole YouTube channel, is in the Snyder fucking verse. You know what I mean? Their whole shit consists with us. So, like, shut the fuck up, bro. That's how I just look at it. Like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? You're not talking about Marvel or nothing. You're talking about Snyder shit. Even if it's anti-Snyder shit, it's still Snyder shit. So shut the fuck up.
These people are NPCs, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, yo. They're just NPCs, right? But yeah, oh wait, no. Hold up. I actually want to talk about this. Look, and I think that this kind of speaks to what you were saying, right? Because it's kind of hitting on all cylinders, right? They're like, boom, Wonder Woman 3 canceled. Boom, Man of Steel 2 possibly canceled, right? Boom, total reboot. It's like, yo, we just brought Henry. Yeah, yo, and look, I'm gonna say this too, Peely, because I know that you might not be like, you know what I'm saying, just all in the minutia of this shit anymore, right? But I'm not gonna lie, there definitely does seem to be some genuine friction between The Rock and James Gunn, yo. Like when James Gunn got announced as co-head of DC Studios, The Rock never said his name, right? James Gunn never he never promoted Black Adam at all, right? When James Gunn came out saying all that stuff about, hey, don't nobody know nothing about nothing, right? And all these scoopers are lying to you, and like Mikey's lying, and you know, um, pretty much saying Henry Cavill wasn't back. The Rock came out and said, no, like Henry Cavill is back, right? And he was doubling down on what they were going to be doing over at $7, which was including Henry Cavill and all that type of shit, right? So, and just now, right after this come out, The Rock is tweeting out deadline articles showing about how Black Adam made a profit. Something else that right before all this James Gunn stuff kind of got stirred up, they were trying to say, hey, that Black Adam lost a bunch of money, which was factually incorrect. Right? So there does seem to be genuinely some friction between James Gunn and the Rock. And I wouldn't really be surprised because I can't really see them getting along anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like just to keep it a buck, right?
Right. It could be. It could definitely be. But like, did we see like Ben Affleck like taking pictures with what's his name, Aquaman, the other day? Like, what was that about?
Jason
Momoa,
right? Yeah. So.
And we seen, Henry Cavill come back and he's in Black Adam and blah, blah, blah. Bro, I think it's really like WWF. I don't
it
think
might be.
I think they just bullshit. And so we could, if we think Undertaker is beefing with Hulk Hogan, they might look like they're on two different sides. We're going to watch it to see the fight. But they both in WWF, I think, but look at it, dog. It's like, all right, what happened to J.J. Abrams shit? What happened to, wasn't Steven Spielberg supposed to be doing some shit too? Like what happened to, they just be saying shit, though. They just be testing the waters with shit. Like, oh, J.J. Abrams
J.J. Abrams signed a contract though. He did. Right. I mean, he got a lot of money, bro.
Real talk. What happened to his movies?
To do nothing. That shit all got. Zazzler put the axe to all that shit pretty much, yo. Like,
so,
you know what I'm saying?
So all the people that like J.J. Abrams is probably just like Homeboy,
Shout out to Rhea too.
Oh yeah. So check this out. They said something right about Patty Jenkins showed her script or something like that, and they were like, "Yo, we don't want to do this shit." But what if they're just saying we don't want Patty Jenkins to do Wonder Woman 3? What if Zack Snyder does Wonder Woman 3? So maybe Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman is canceled, but that's like a half truth, like, yeah, your shit is canceled, but maybe Zack Snyder's gonna do it. They don't tell you that shit,
Yeah.
They leave it. So Patty Jenkins show her shit and they're like, yeah, we don't really like this. We ain't feeling this. But they already know they probably got Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder is the only one that should be really doing Wonder Woman. Everybody knows that shit, bro. Like, there's when Zack Snyder did Sucker Punch, that showed he should be doing Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? Right. So when he was kind of like contributing to Wonder Woman Part 1, then Patty Jenkins took it a different way. I still haven't seen Wonder Woman 84, but I heard that shit sucked.
Oh my God, terrible.
So now just get Zach back. So maybe we don't want to see Wonder Woman from Patty Jenkins. Maybe that's true. Maybe Patty Jenkins' movie is gone, but that doesn't mean the boss probably could be doing this shit. They just don't tell you that shit.
And even in that article, it said Wonder Woman 3 was canceled in its current construction. Right?
Correct. Like, Right. Like we don't read between the lines, but bro, they be lying, bro. And they leave so much out that like all right, so this was a leak. So somebody leaked it to a major trade or whatever. But if they really wanted y'all to know the news or the info, why not just tell you the shit? Why leak it like that? Why come out with some behind the scenes shit through a quote unquote leak. No, they're testing the waters with that shit. They're just showing you like, hey guys, what do y'all think about this? And then we react, and then they go from there. Test the waters, we react, let's go from there. But through the whole time of this little tirade of this little drama they're putting on, we're engaged. That's it. That's all they want us to do is be engaged. Dog, these dudes, Zack Snyder's Justice League had no promo money. They did it with us. But how did they do it with us? They tricked us the whole time and did it. They already know what to do. They already know the playbook. They didn't give Zack Snyder no money to make online promo or anything. They said, yo, we're going to trigger the fans into doing this shit for us. And it worked. And they gave you the movie. And we watched it. And we're still buying shit. And it's still making money. They know the playbook. They know the blueprint. They're not going to stray away from the blueprint just because James Gunn came in. I don't think it works like that, but
yeah, but like, bruh, I don't think James Gunn got clout like that to just come in there and
I don't think so either.
Like, yo,
I'm not. So either. Yeah, look at
hey, Zach ain't coming back because I said, I mean, get the fuck out of here.
Right. Affleck got more clout. Ben Affleck got more pull than James Gunn got pulled, bro. He's already signed on. Why would James Gunn probably walk in that room with Ben Affleck and Jason Momoa, and they probably tell him to shut the fuck up and get out and shut the door on your way out. He don't got that much pull, bro. He only got pulled compared to us, But Ben Affleck, bro, come on, bro. You're gonna tell Ben Affleck, oh, we're not gonna do your Batman. Ben Affleck knew we're gonna do my Batman on his way to sign the papers, bro. While he's in his limo, he knew I'm gonna get my Batman out. That's it.
Facts, bro.
It's drama, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I fell for it, and like I said, I worked for years with these fuckers, bro, trying to act like I'm convincing them, but they already knew what they're gonna do, bro. They already gonna do it. Every one of the Snyder Cut movies, the Snyderverse, is gonna come out, and it's gonna be bigger and better than what we ever imagined. They just want us to play around with them and engage them online because that is how they're doing promo these days. It's very easy if we really pay attention. They said the fucking Snyder Cut didn't even exist, bro. Oh, they said that shit for 2 years, bro. Oh, what are y'all talking about? And then Zack Snyder showed the reels of it, and then they were like, oh, well, maybe it exists, but bitch, y'all knew it existed. Y'all were lying the whole time, bro.
Bruh, Zach was dropping pictures for years of shit that we didn't get in the other movie, and they sitting there the whole time saying this shit didn't exist.
Right, this shit don't exist. This shit don't exist. And bro, they're just teasing us for engagement. That's just it's simple, man. I don't know, bro. It's like and like I said, I'm not trying to talk nobody off the ledge, or I'm not trying to say, hey, don't fight for what you want. But bro, you gotta understand these people are marketing geniuses. We're just niggas online, bro. They got us, bro.
Yeah, bro. Hey, yo. Nah, but hey, this is why I thought it was apropos to bring on the homie Peely to come on here and really, you know what I'm saying, like go deep a little bit, you know what I'm saying, into this situation.
You were saying somebody told you, yo, don't hang around that dude. I was like, oh shit. When I was backstage and you were introing me, I was like, damn, did somebody tell him not to hang out with me, though? What kind of shit is that?
Oh yeah, but yeah, hey man, it was like, yo, I don't know about Peely, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but that's what it hey, I'm trying to get to Charleston, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, hey. You need to, bro. You need to.
Hey, facts. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Fucking boys. Yo, they don't know how black people hang out, They think, like, no, we're black. We're already cool, y'all boys. We're already cool. That's just it. That, man, I don't know. This movement crazy as fuck, bro. But,
right.
I look at it like and I've been telling you, even when I interviewed you the other day, and I gotta put this go deep out, bro. But you know, I appreciate everything you're doing in this movement, big time. And I'm not even in that movement like that. But what you doing, how you holding it down, you remind me of me. You remind me of shit that we were doing. But like you say, we got to go deep. I really, when they be putting out fucking Fatal J texting me again, they're like, "Oh, the Snyderverse is dead," and this, that, and other, and I'm like, bro, they said we don't have the Snyder cut too. I remember watching that shit.
Bruh, the fucking Snyderverse been dying this whole time. I just sent out some links to the cool table in case they want to hop in now. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been itching to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But what's wild too, though, Peely, is that you got fools going at Mikey trying to say, "Oh yeah, right." They was in the chat earlier, yeah. But Mikey lied to you guys and all this fucking stupid shit, right? But the article literally confirmed several Mikey stories.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do they hate Mikey so much? Why he get so much hate, dog? I thought Mikey is a cool dude, man. I don't know, bro. I listen to Mikey from what y'all post and what y'all tell me, and from what Seal be talking about. But dude seems like a cool dude. If whenever he say shit, I'll be like, yeah, that sounds real. That sounds accurate.
Hey.
What the fuck?
Yep. THR confirmed Mikey scoop on DeLuca and the Snyderverse. Look. Even Zaslav said that that's another W. You know what I'm saying? For Mikey, right? Yeah. We got Rhea in the chat saying, I don't understand what they expect to happen with the films if they keep announcing and canceling things. It'll be at the point that enough years pass when a film comes out, so a reboot isn't seen as severe.
But we got to understand the cost of data. Data is the most expensive, lucrative thing on the planet right now. And it's the reason why homeboy Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion because data. They get more money with us hashtagging and talking shit online than they're ever going to make on the damn box office. So if they can keep triggering us, they're making bank. They're making way more money than they will ever do box office movies. It's really that easy. It's really that simple. Back in the day, they didn't, like when CDs and tapes, they didn't have a way to monetize streaming. So when Napster and LimeWire came out, they call it pirating, and then they went at all this shit. But now they have a way to monetize streams. Now they have a way to monetize data. Now they have a way to monetize us actually being on the internet, bro. So now everything is to keep us on the internet. They can't handle it because the content is funny. Mikey,
right? And then he said, and he voted for the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? But we got the homie Lobo in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Lobo.
What's up?
Lobo.
The controversial Lobo has arrived. I try to keep cuss words and slurs out of my mouth for everyone's pleasure.
No, it's all right. It's all right, Lobo. We love you like that.
I know. I've been told to tone it down, bro. I don't understand.
Yeah, just on certain stuff. But Lobo was wilding on here, Peely. Wilding, bro. Yeah, wilding. Yeah.
I had some drinks, before I came on. I was out with the wife. I was just, let's have a good time. Forgetting I'm on the damn internet and just like I'm talking to my friends at the house.
Right. Yo, we got the homie Leon of the New Geeks in the building. What's going on, Leon? How you feeling, sir?
What is happening? What is happening?
What is happening?
What's going on, Peely, man? Shout out to you, brother.
Chilling. Nice to see you. Leon
nice to see
still
you too,
got
man.
a Watchman button on his logo.
You already know.
That boy.
and that motherfucker is not coming down. Straight up.
Lobo
Yeah,
not as
man.
cool as Necron Axis of Ice. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I only know Pilly. I always call him Pilly. Peely knows about that.
What?
Mikey gonna make a sub comic of his Dreamwalker stuff of a Necron miniseries.
Oh yeah. I was on one of the podcasts and I heard him talking about that. That's gonna be dope.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Skywalker and Leon are bounty hunters. They're trying to take my ass in, apparently.
No,
Yeah.
See, even he knows.
Hey, they ain't seen my traps yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause I got some traps for that ass. Real talk, right? But yeah, this is great. I've been wanting to get Peely on with the Cool Table for a while. You know what I'm saying? And this is a great opportunity. Leon, what's your opening thoughts, man, on everything that Peely was talking about, sir?
Y'all gotta brief me just a bit because I was kind of in and out of the chat.
Oh man,
I just think it's fan baiting, bro. I just
got you.
I was wondering if that's what he thought.
You know what's
that's
funny?
what I think.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just making engagement, getting us all worked up so they can monetize us.
Right.
I wouldn't even be surprised, man. Like that is something to definitely give credence to, because we've seen it happen before, man. The way they kind of take the fandom on a roller coaster ride to boost engagement. So I wouldn't be surprised about that at all, man.
That's exactly what
I would not.
saying, bro. Like, let's just think back. How many times have they said something that didn't come true, and we reacted about it, and then later on it didn't even happen? Like a lot, you know.
Right.
Like for years they've been saying shit. Oh, you know, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, and didn't happen, and didn't happen. But what we did, we talked shit about it. Fucking Chris Wong made a podcast about it or some shit like that, you know. Social media is engaging, keeping it right.
For the wider film audience, they're failing to establish interest that transcends film Twitter, right? Which is absolutely true. You want to know why? Because they keep fucking with these movies, man, and doing this little weird shit that's going on, right? And you have people that was living, because this was also something that I was kind of talking about, Peely, right? Where you know, with the Black Adam movie, because what annoyed me in particular about that, right, is that right before this started leaking, or right before this leaked out, you started to hear about how Black Adam lost all this money, right? But yet you have the Rock and $7 kind of proving how it actually made money, right? At that same time. But let's just stay there for 1 second, right? So Black Adam's lack of like big, huge box office success was immediately used to target the Zack Snyder fan base, right? And because it's like, yo, The Rock, and that's what I've been saying this whole time. He was the one that was kind of showing and saying like, yo, I'm actually with the Zack Snyder timeline. I'm with the Snyderverse. I'm trying to bring Henry Cavill back. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And then you have all these people that's trying to say, yo, don't go see this movie because of fucking Walter Hamada, who's gone at that time. Mm-hmm. Right? And I immediately knew that when you had a certain section of the fan base screaming boycott still, this movie that, you know, as when you saw it, right, you could see that it was trying to be like some Zack Snyder shit. Yeah, they were trying. And all that stuff was reshoots that was added in by the new regime. Mm-hmm. Right? So they're actually trying to engage with us and get us out and say, hey, yo, we gonna put these Justice League references in there, these Man of Steel references, right? All that. And you have people still saying, let's boycott because Zach isn't back yet. When Zach cannot sign a long-term contract at that point, he just can't.
Who was saying, let's boycott that shit?
you had you know what I'm saying?
The larger Snyder accounts,
Yeah.
Facts,
the
yo.
usuals.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
Probably Ronaldo.
yeah, some of the old Watchmen, right?
Right.
Yeah. They see they want you to boycott the Snyderverse and they want you to boycott Black Adam because it's not with the Snyderverse. Is that what they were saying?
That's what they were trying to say, but it's like when I'm looking and listening to what The Rock is saying, and I send the and I see the and I can see the fucking movie, it's like, yo, he was obviously trying to fucking rock with this fucking Zack Snyder movies, yo.
Right. But I look at it like I don't know if these people want the people that say boycott all this shit. They don't want the Snyderverse to succeed anyway. They're just bullshitting. They're just here to get like who would want us to boycott movies except Disney? You know, like our competition don't want us to see these movies. Our competition would want us to boycott these movies. I think a lot of our people that they're just in it to, like these big people, they're just getting views from the Snyder Cut movement. They're just getting, making their account bigger for the Snyder Cut movement and shit like that. But they really don't care about the Snyder Cut shit. They don't really know about Zack Snyder's movies like that, And then when they, they come out and talk about boycott and this, that, they just want views for their YouTube channel, or they want, anything. You can say anything about Snyder and get more views. You know what I mean? So if you say bad shit, you're gonna get more views than this, that, or other. But I thought I went and saw the Black Adam shit, and it did look like he was trying to make it look like some Snyder shit with the slow motion. He had Amanda Waller in there, that's Snyderverse shit. He had Superman, that's Snyderverse shit. But I think they don't really care. I think the most Warner Brother is cool with is online engagement. I mean, everything is talking about Twitter. CNN is talking about Twitter. Fox is talking about Twitter. Fucking every big, Elon Musk is talking about Twitter. That's really the place to be, So if they can have a movement or engagement on Twitter with any name, whether it's Zack Snyder, The Rock, Warner Brothers, anything, that's a win for them, I really think that, because that's where everybody's attention is at right now.
My thing is this though. I don't see how they can honestly expect the Zack Snyder shit to keep continuing. Let's just say it, yeah, because this is feeling like make or break time for me.
Yeah, same here.
This is really feeling like make or break time. And, this could possibly, because look, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it. And the more that this whole James Gunn running DC thing has set in, the more that it just bothers me. This man's movie just lost $100 fucking million. People are obviously not interested in this man's takes, right? Especially with DC. And you put this man in charge of the larger DC universe?
Nah,
right?
It's I don't think he's in charge. I think they just pissing you off, bro. They're saying whatever to piss you off. I think he's another J.J. Abrams. I think he's another fucking Steven Spielberg or something. But I really, really think all of Zack Snyder's movie, or at least Justice League 1 and 2. I think maybe even Zack Snyder's going to do Wonder Woman. I know Ben Affleck is going to do Batman. You got The Flash, you got Aquaman 2. All of that is coming out. But after that, I don't know. After that, I don't care. But I really think all of that, at least Justice League 1 and 2 is coming out. I think Rock is going to be in Justice League. And then they might even try to start doing some crossovers with Marvel. But at this point in life right now, and America is still kind of trying to regain its feet steps after COVID and this crazy election and shit like that. I think they're happy with just online engagement. I think they're fine with that. If we talk about movies, box office, what this movie did in the box office, I don't even think they care about that shit. I think they found other ways to make money and they're milking that. You know, we're stuck in 1999 thinking about box office success. We're stuck like that. They're onto some other shit. They're on some shit like, bruh, engagement, data.
You know,
whatever I can do to get these guys engaged, I'm gonna do it.
I think there is I think you there's a point to what not a point. There is what am I looking for here? Your point is valid is what I'm trying to say. Because there was like this big rumor when it came to Captain Marvel from the MCU that it didn't really make $1 billion.
Right.
That a lot of the money came from Disney pretty much buying a lot of the box office tickets.
Right.
And there was a lot of people online, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, that were posting pictures of empty theaters. Right. And this was like, you know, worldwide. People were showing these pictures and saying like, well, where are all these people? You know what I mean? And what was that? That was engagement. And that was also clout. Right. Oh, look at our movie that is supposed to be the answer to Wonder Woman and Marvel. Right. And it made $1 billion. Nobody knew who the hell Captain Marvel was. And nobody really cared. I didn't see little girls dressed up as Captain Marvel.
They just needed that headline, bro. They needed that headline.
That's what
so there's validation of what you're saying for sure, even across the enemy lines, so to speak, over in Disney.
Yeah. See, and yeah, look, and I've said things like that, right? Whereas when certain things happen, like when a certain album might come out, right? And a label might know that a lot of them streams was fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can sit there and say, oh, yeah, you know, well, this did that and this person did this or whatever, right? But in reality, the label know whether or not this shit was really a hit.
Right.
Or not, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They get the real numbers.
Right. So
that's coming out right now. That's coming out like all of the top 10 rappers are getting caught for buying their views, buying bots and shit like that. All of them. And maybe even
didn't that just happen with Travis Scott?
Right? All of them. I would even think there's something fishy behind this Taylor Swift shit. You know, like everybody's, you know, like she's becoming a meme now because she got $3,500 tickets and all this shit. But everyone's like, if you look at the like social speaking about it, they're like, yo, who's gonna pay $3,500 for a Taylor Swift shit? Everyone is saying that, right? Because we don't see that the conversation about Taylor Swift is enough. You know, like they're not even caring. Nobody's probably gonna be in those concerts or whatever buying $3,500 tickets. But talking about her online that much is good enough. These people, bruh, like Tekashi 6ix9ine, all of these rappers and they're buying bots. Disney, like Leon just said, they're buying tickets. Jay-Z used to do it all the time, buy his own record to get record sales, right? So,
yep,
like, the world of like entertainment,
especially when Big and Pac was so alive,
right? He was buying his own shit. He was trying to keep up with people, but it worked
and
out.
Pun,
right? All of them probably buying their own shit. That's what record labels do, you know, like. We can become good rappers. Me and you can probably rap, but then we go to a record label and we become famous. All a record label did is make you famous, bro. That's it. They don't. That other shit is they own the industry. They own SoundScan. They own all of this other bullshit. It's all fake. The fame is the only thing that matters. The naming your headlines, the fucking name. Chatter online. That's the only thing that matters. All of that shit, record sales, movie sales, album sales, all of that shit is fake, bro. It's not real. They made it so we can think, oh man, Travis Scott is the man. He sold 10 platinum, times platinum. You know, they bought them.
Don't y'all remember when they were trying to tell us that Zack Snyder's Justice League wasn't a success? Right? Yeah. Same shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like same shit.
Same shit, bro. But we gotta also know, like, we gotta go real deep. Like, these movies, when they're putting out a movie, they're trying to social engineer the masses, right? So we think we're watching a movie for entertainment. They're giving us a movie to social engineer us, to manipulate how we think. They're teaching us how we think and just using our favorite characters so we accept it, so we watch it. You know, so we might see some SJW shit in Disney, and then, you know, we watched that for 10 years, and now the whole world is SJW, little blue hair kids that, you know, whatever. They made this shit. They made you like that by watching this movie. So what I'm trying to tell you is the movies have to come out. They have to give you this social engineering. You know, like if you think you know, Superman stands for truth and justice and American way and all of that shit, right? So you grow up thinking truth, justice, and American way. If you didn't see Superman say that, that mentality wouldn't even be in your brain, bro. You know what I mean? Superman had to social engineer you with this shit. So the movies have to come out. They're not gonna shelve no movie. The movies are, you know, like when you give your dog medicine and you got to put peanut butter on it for him to take it. The movies are the peanut butter. The message is in the movie. You know, the medicine is the social engineering that they have to give you. So when you watch these superhero movies, they're just retelling shit of like the old gods and some ancient history of Atlantis and all this other bullshit that they want to tell you anyway. They want to teach you about Atlantis, so they put it in an Aquaman movie so you would watch it. If you go see a fucking documentary about Atlantis, you might not watch that shit. You know, so then he's like, well, give it to Jason Momoa. We got to give it to him anyway, right? So he teaches you about Atlantis, right? So there's no way that they were not going to give you Aquaman. You see what I'm trying to say? They had to give you this shit because they have to social engineer you. You see, so when people be like, oh, these movies are not coming out and blah, 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 bruh, everything is going to come out because they have to feed you this shit, you know? It's a weird way like that, but you got to look at it like that. All of entertainment is on one team. All of them are one crew. They're just giving you shit. Right. They're social engineering you shit, pretty much.
Real quick, this is a special moment because it's happened. The whole cool table has assembled with the homie Billy, you know what I'm saying? We got the good Austin in the building.
Let's
right?
Go. White homie.
Vote on his form.
I like
Let
Austin,
me get these banners, you know what I'm saying?
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
what's good, Peely? How you doing,
I be
fam?
trying to come in on Austin's show and talk so much shit in his football show, but I be running around so much I can't type that much, you know. But now I'm back.
Hey,
you
just getting a go Bills every once in a while.
Yeah, I just gotta say go Bills, and that's it, though.
Peely, if you want to, if when you want to laugh, when he sent that link to the chat the other night, talking about pull up with all your Tom Brady takes, he didn't know that I could actually pull up. And so I pulled up and he was all like, oh, I didn't think you were gonna come on. I was like, yeah, you were trying to get Peely on that. You fucking thought you was slick. You thought you was slick.
I knew you had the capability. I just didn't think you were gonna come through like that. I was like,
bro, I be at work, bro. I usually be at work on Mondays, you know what I'm saying?
It was a surprise in the middle of the day.
Or no, on Tuesday, right? Yeah. Come on, yo. But yeah,
Tuesday.
And thanks for having me on, obviously. And we had to do this again because we've had Peely with the whole cool table before. So I'm glad that we could get together, reconvene, so we can refresh everybody on this whole marketing bullshit.
Peely made us infamous for a while. Remember that first cool table joint up with Peely?
My God, right?
Had the whole fandom hating.
People hate us, dog. Like, God damn.
Because they ate us, man.
What did we do?
Wait, that was the Fiona stream, huh?
Yeah.
It was around.
Oh,
Shout out
to
the Fionites.
Anybody see Fiona lately? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Fionites.
Where's she been?
Hey, but touching on what you were saying about basically how they try to control the zeitgeist and the culture of, basically, let's say America, so to speak, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, that's the reason why I think Zack Snyder Justice League was held back, because it was a lot of different ideas, countries, cultures coming together to take on the elites and then splitting apart to go do their own thing again. It was like anti-globalist,
Right. Correct.
in my opinion.
That's 100% correct. It was Zack Snyder was anti-establishment for a long time, and then I think that's what happened. They shelved this shit until he agreed to become establishment, and I don't know if he's there yet or whatever, but that when he put out that little tweet about Wisconsin people vote for Biden, and I knew it. I was like, Zack Snyder sold out.
Ladies and gentlemen, they got him.
but I understand how you gotta act in Hollywood. I understand that, but his message is total anti-establishment, and you could see that. And look what we're living through right now, right? We're fighting about this big tech, Elon Musk is supposedly releasing all the shit that big tech been hurting the country and doing wrong. Big tech LexCorp. Big tech is the motherfucker. You know what I mean? And then they're in Russia, Steppenwolf or whatever. Or
in Russia. I love it.
All of this shit that is in the movie be happening. You know what I mean? It be happening in real life if we really, really open our eyes.
It's toxic. That's good.
Yeah. He said that in Russia, in that nuclear zone or whatever that was.
Right, Chernobyl and shit. Bro.
Chernobyl, yep.
Yo, look at.
That was Chernobyl, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think they were in the toxic area.
It's toxic as fuck.
Bro. Radiated.
Right. And go. What you about to say, Austin?
I was gonna say basically, but I think they always use like a different name. It's like adjacent to the actual name.
I was about to say it was reminiscent of Chernobyl.
Yeah, we all know what that is, obviously. Like,
you got to read between the lines.
Yeah. Right, they can't. They're not gonna obviously just say like, "Oh, this is Chernobyl," like, or sometimes they do, but a lot of times like, "Oh yeah, what does this remind you of?" Oh, the only other fucking place where this existed.
Who is Batman fighting in the warehouse scene?
Some Asians, some Chinese,
and Russians.
A gang of them, Asians and Russians. Yep,
Russian and Chinese gang. So I mean,
I
know more, but come on.
They had the KG Beast.
I
forgot his real name.
Right.
His code name is the KG Beast.
Anatoly Kniavsin, right? No, Anatoly something. Yeah.
What happened to Leo?
They took him out, bro. They took him out.
Damn, they got my dog.
He's too controversial. He's got to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, they got him.
Just making too much sense. I got you, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, they tried to get me.
I'm dodging another bullet.
The other VPN went up and sent him to a different proxy. And he got the connection back, bro. They couldn't take you down for too long, bro.
But that's definitely how they do it, bro. This be social engineering in movies. Look at Christopher Nolan shit. We're at war with China. The bad guys come from China in there. The League of Shadows. Liam Neeson was over there hanging out with the Chinese dudes. Batman went over to China, got arrested, and blah blah blah. Corporate espionage, all of this shit. They be telling you in the movies. We just don't really understand what they're saying. We don't pay attention.
Cliches are real, and they exist because they're true. And the cliche for this is life imitates art, or art imitates life. Like, it's just like we're seeing what's happening. We just we don't piece it together as eloquently as like people like you do, Peely. Like, they take the veil off of what we're seeing, and they people like you can tell us.
Peely is Morpheus, yo.
Right, yeah, in this,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. That's why, yeah. I don't know if you saw the
Red
intro.
pill.
I don't know if you saw the intro, but you're the whole reason. Like, we had all those streams with you, and then I did Skywalker's intro, so it was like perfect I put that in it, dude. Like, yeah, that's exactly what happened. We can either, stay with the BS, and yeah, we talk about this stuff because it helps our numbers too, and we'd like to talk about it, just to kicking it with Sky, obviously, and just talk about the shit. But we know the other side of things that are going on, like you said. I think it's part, this is part keeping Zack Snyder in the zeitgeist, but also part of the possibility of people within DC who are trying to work with DC, and they were part of the plan of returning to the Snyderverse, and the fact that James Gunn is going away from that, or that they caught wind of that, I should say, they leaked this info out to THR so that the fans could be privy to it, and then we could start talking about, like, okay, we really don't like James Gunn,
right?
Like, for this decision. So next week when this meeting comes up, Zaslav will see that and be given those numbers, beforehand at the time of the meeting, because James Gunn is going to put this info out, right? He's going to give his slate to Zaslav in this meeting, and David Zaslav is going to have every reason to disagree with it, and one of those reasons is going to be us, the fans, because we're going to be so vocal because of this news about how much we don't like James Gunn. So yeah, we're being used for sure, but I think this is in a beneficial way.
Right? So, no, that works. That works too. And I'm down with that
because look, I want to show y'all something, because this is what I've been meaning when I say, like, that there seems to be some behind the scenes friction between James Gunn and The Rock. Okay, this went up earlier. Let me get rid of this. I know.
Take the banner. Yeah,
I got you. Look, only the beginning. Despite all the noise and negativity, I can't wait to see what's next. Dwayne Johnson tweeted back, "That's it, brother. You already know it's all noise."
Is that, were you just taking that tonight, like 54 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all noise.
Yo, The Rock is the homie at this point, dude. For all these,
he's the only one, dude, trying to carry it DC the right way at this point.
So
I see it.
I think the info that was leaked tonight is like kind of like our reaction to it is giving him more confidence, if that makes sense.
Hey,
he's
bro,
like, I knew I was right.
Because I hated, I never liked James Gunn. Even our old movement from back in the day, we didn't like James Gunn. We could hit up Candace Owens, tell Candace Owens that James Gunn is a pedophile. Bam. We win. It's
straight up.
We could really turn this shit on James Gunn. I never liked that. Hit up Candace Owens and be like, "Yo, Candace, I know you on Balenciaga shit, but yo, Warner Brothers doing it too, bro."
He thought he had to worry about the Snyderverse fans. Wait till Candace Owens sent the dogs out. That's different. It's a different cavalry coming for you right there, bro. Oh my God.
We got Mikey Sutton saying The Rock not gonna settle for this, bro. Like, dude, he didn't say shit when James Gunn got announced, yo.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't say nothing. No. I think we starting to understand why, bro.
Just said new leadership. We got some new leadership over there.
Yeah, we got some new leadership. Right? Yeah. It like literally wouldn't say this dude's name. Like Super Bro Corey says, literally literally fire James Gunn is trending on Twitter right now. Hashtag wake up.
Good job. Whoever leaked this out. Good job. That's all I gotta say.
Basically.
Right.
Zaslav was like, "What?" Yeah, this is what you bring to me, bruh. I want you in my office next week, homie.
Next week, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not good news when they call you in the office that quick. That, like you said, that's bad. That's like, oh shit, the boss want to see me. Oh shit.
Well, that's what we were saying. That's not
Dude, he got
these other guys are like all happy about it. Like, you don't understand what emergency meeting with your boss means, do you? It's not a
That's
good
not
thing.
news.
yeah.
I ain't never heard of a boss giving an emergency meeting to give you a promotion.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Emergency meeting.
And
Oh,
then-
I got pizza for everybody.
And then on top of that, the meeting was scheduled for like mid to late next month, possibly. Right? And then it's like, no, I want you in here next week, home. You got 7 days.
Bring that ass. Bring that ass here, boy.
I know,
Look,
right? But look, that's even better. Next month,
we got Mikey Sutton. Real quick, Sam, I'm sorry, guys, for asking you to keep an open mind about him. I was very vocal in my support for The Rock and Ndoka. Go ahead, though, Peely.
all right, what I was saying, next month is January. This month is fourth quarter, right? So if he got called in the office for this month, he's telling you, yo, we don't want to see what you got planned for the next year. You know what I mean? We're going to, knock this in the butt right now. You know what I mean? Before January, So it's probably bad news that he got. It's definitely bad news. You know what I mean? Because they're saying, yo, I want to see what you do before you mention your next year's agenda. I might have to nip this in the butt still in this year. It's really not going to look like that. I mean, it's not good news that he got called in. Definitely.
No, it's not. It's never good
Before
news
the holidays, bro.
Right.
No,
Before the year ends.
It's never-
Fourth
This is-
quarter is we're in it right now. You know what I
He
mean?
said, hey, you was planning on going Christmas shopping for your kids. You better get this fucking slate together, homie. You better get this fucking slate together.
I think it just goes to show you, though, and this gives me all the more confidence in Zaslav, because smart business people prepare in the fourth quarter for the first quarter of next year. So he like you said, nipping in the bud now.
Yeah.
And as far as this meeting being called, it just reminds me, and you guys will definitely get this because you guys are definitely the people who I'm about to explain. But when your name gets called over the loudspeaker to go to the principal's office, and you're not the one who's getting called, but the kid is in your class, and we're all James Gunn got called, and we're all like, oh
shit. You're like, yo. We got Mikey saying the emergency meeting centers around The Rock and Cavill.
Uh-oh. That may not be good.
Wow.
Breaking news. Too busy right now for emergency meetings too. This is very serious.
Correct. It is. It's very serious.
But Mikey, do you mean the meeting is because The Rock and Cavill and not Gunn? I think
it's because like the news we just got, because they're trying to take
Was
The
Man
Rock
of
and
Steel
Cavill
2.
out of it.
Yeah.
And they're trying to repair relationships, like someone said earlier, I believe in either Freezing Cold Takes or Silstream. But if you get rid of Cavill now, he's never coming back.
Of course, not after
quit The Witcher and announced that he was back as Superman. I'm sure he had a party, bro, like no other. Superman Returns party. Everyone came through dressed like Superman or someone from like the fucking DC universe. I'm sure he had a lit ass
big
party.
Cake, right?
Yeah, dude. Like had
Superman
champagne
cake
popping, and you're gonna try and take that moment away from him that he's back as Superman. Like what, dude? He is gonna.
This man been dressed up as Superman, going to the grocery store, bro, with an S curl.
Facts.
How many times we seen this man in a blue shirt?
Fact.
With dark jet black hair when his hair is actually brown in real life.
With that little Superman curl going on out in public.
right?
Exactly.
Who said The Rock and Cavill are a huge part of the meeting.
Oh,
Mm.
so they
And
got some
James Gunn
say.
is not bigger than The Rock. You know, like
And nobody
Oh,
is
or
bigger.
Cavill. He
The
might
only-
get jumped.
Yeah,
Fuck around and get jumped.
Might get packed out,
He could
homie,
be like,
by The Rock
Peter,
and
help!
Cavill.
Like, Peter? Man, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
right. Peter's
I'm
just
about
shaking
to
his
go fix this
Zaslav's hand.
Aquaman movie.
Yeah, like,
Hey, y'all.
I didn't hear nothing.
The Rock gonna walk right under James Gunn and put his hand on his shoulder, like, do you feel in charge?
Yo, he gonna pull a bang, and then he gonna take his other arm and rock bottom him.
Do you
Right through the
feel
table.
in charge? Right? Like, real talk. In front of Zaslin, bro. And Zaslin is gonna be looking at his ass like, I told you, bro. I told you.
Told you.
The
The
Rock
Rock
need to
been
be like,
gunning
yo,
for this.
what were you thinking right here? And then the man start talking. He'd be like, it doesn't matter what you was thinking.
Bruh. That would be hilarious. The Rock's gonna take your stupid ass DVD that no one bought. He's gonna shine it up real nice. He's gonna turn that sumbit and stick it straight up.
Don't let The Rock throw that elbow band off, dude.
Hell
Watch
yeah.
out in that
He
meeting,
runs
That's a
bro.
back
wrap,
and
bro.
forth to the ring with both balls.
Hey, fact.
Rock bottom.
Mikey know what's
Right
up.
there.
Mikey know what's
No,
up.
don't
You
wanna
don't
do
bait
that.
and switch the fans, yo.
Right.
See, and that's one. Real quick though, because that's one thing that I was hoping that we could get away from, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm with Peely. That like Warner Brothers, this shit seems to have been going on, and this shit was about Twitter engagement and all that stuff. What I'm hoping is that with this new regime, this shit can now change, yo. Like, it's an entirely new group of people in there, and they really don't have to operate the same way that old company was, right? And so if this continues, you know, that's what I'm saying. This is pretty much like make or break time, yo. This is put up or shut up, yo.
Yeah.
You know, like Zaslav been out at the forefront talking about Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, right? You know, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Trinity, protect the brand, right? And James Gunn has been, you know, his actions have been saying the opposite. And so I think that this emergency meeting is very serious. I mean, just on multiple levels. It's right before the holidays, yo. Right? It was supposed to be happening later next year after everybody comes back from their fucking vacations and everything. And now it's like peak holiday time. So
Right.
it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. Yep. We got left everything to play Superman just to get rebooted, right? Like, come on now.
Right.
Yeah, this I don't see
Makes
that
no
happening.
sense.
I think that Zaslav is gonna prevent it from happening, but it's good news that Mikey said that this meeting is gonna be heavily centered around Rock and Cavill. I imagine that they're gonna be there and have some say in this decision. And as far as like, you know, who's gonna have more sway in this conversation, The Rock or Cavill or James Gunn, we can just compare all of their box numbers to each other. Like, what has James Gunn done in comparison to like movies that Henry Cavill's been in or The Rock's been in or anything like that? And as far as like symbols go, there's only one symbol in the world that's more popular than Superman, and that's Jesus.
And that's the Christian cross.
Yeah.
Yo. You got Mikey saying a source is quoted as saying, "Stay calm, nothing final yet, except for Wonder Woman 3."
Damn,
Hey, can
right.
I cut in here? Because that Wonder Woman 3, I mean, if it was a Patty Jenkins type of thing, and we saw Wonder Woman 2 or Wonder Woman 84, maybe this wasn't up to par. You know, maybe why that one is kind of like on the chopping block.
I think
I'm just trying to be optimistic on that one thing.
I don't think any of us are tripping about that.
No,
Wonder
yeah,
Woman 84 was just. I mean, come on.
They said in its current construction. They literally
Yeah,
said in its
right,
current construction.
that was mentioned earlier on Sill's stream. My bad
Okay.
for forgetting who said that, but yeah, they said just that it's current iteration, which means like that story that Patty
It's
had,
not flying. Yeah.
right? And I think they're kind of taking a cue from Lucasfilms. You know, like the shit that Patty was trying to do for them in Star Wars wasn't good enough, so they got rid of her. So why would the fuck would DC keep her shit over here if it's not up to par?
Yeah.
And they what's that?
Fucking Mikey said, "Can you imagine if Marvel
I know,
announced Toby and Andrew for No Way Home and then said fuck y'all?"
It'd be
Yeah, dude.
insane.
There'd be a riot on the streets with the Marvel fans.
And then
They would
said,
have
"Fuck
been
y'all."
furious.
Well, I think even like Robert Downey Jr. coming back as a variant or whatever, like if he doesn't come back, it's like the same thing as that, like except obviously he had a fully fledged universe to star in, and Henry Cavill hasn't yet. He just had the beginnings of it, unfortunately. But yeah, I think that you know, we have good things to be done in this meeting, and it's just going to be good news. I could be wrong, obviously, and if I'm wrong about all the things I just said, I'll put myself on freezing cold takes for, you know, if they just put James Gunn in more of a higher position to make these stupid decisions.
Well,
But
then it's over. Yeah.
if we're basing this information solely on common sense, like some people have said earlier today, but actually using common sense, there's not an emergency meeting for a good reason. There's no way that's a possibility. So it's got to be an emergency meeting because there's an emergency, which is, you know, you don't have an emergency for fucking good thing. Like, oh, ice cream party, emergency.
Emergency meeting. Here's your end of year bonus checks.
Yeah, right.
That don't happen.
Zaslav don't play like that. And from all we've heard this year about how he's run the company, I definitely don't see him letting James Gunn fucking parade all over Twitter and make dumb comments all day and be a part of this brand like he is. Like, yo, he's the head of DC, which is completely adjacent and under the umbrella of WBD, which is Zaslav's company. Yo, everything you say and do represents WBD, like adjacently, obviously, but DC is a huge part of that company. So everything you say and do affects the stocks of this company, and that's how David Zaslav makes his money, off the stocks of this company. So I don't think he's gonna let this fly. And I think honestly, this meeting probably took longer to be called and have arraigned, longer than he wanted. I think as soon as the shit happened on Twitter, him going at like Geekosity, and like around that time when he's going off on Twitter, and The Rock is posting basically replies, right? He posted the next day, more Superman info, and his video of in the truck. That was directly after James Gunn said something on Twitter. Right. He's trying to do crowd control of the fandom, and I think he also has the direct line to David Zaslav, and he called Zaslav then. And I think David Zaslav would have liked to have this meeting earlier, honestly.
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
To
absolutely.
add to what you're saying. Because Sil, he said on his stream that his sources started to go quiet. I wish Sil was here because I would like to know when they went quiet, because that'll let you know how long this has been going on in the background. You know what I mean? Like, let's say they went quiet 2 months ago. You know, it'll show you how long like James Gunn has been. Well, not James Gunn, but how long this has been going on. If the sources went, wait, when did he get in charge? November, right?
November 1st.
James Gunn.
Yeah,
November 1st. So if the sources went quiet around November 1st, then we know, you know, pretty much around that time period. Look, you know what I mean?
What's also true is that WBD, the way that they structure their contracts, it's entirely different than Warner Brothers and Warner Media had their shit for the setup. They had theirs set up where if they were getting a certain amount of movies out per year or like per quarter or like whatever, they were getting these bonuses, right? Which is exactly what ended up leading to Justice League getting pushed out the door, right? Because they wanted them bonuses, right?
Yep.
Now, WBD, their contracts are set to the company's stock prices and how the company is doing, right? So they make money if the company is making money. So if you fucking with the bottom line, you know what I'm saying? That has to be dealt with swiftly, right? So Austin is absolutely right. And that's why Zaslav even agrees. He like, Austin, speak, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Austin is exactly right on multiple things, but it has a lot to do with stocks because check this out. Here's how they make money. We say some bad news about a company, the stock prices go down, they go for the cheap, we buy a lot, then we come fix the bad news, the stock prices go up, we made money. They do that all the time, you know, like on Twitter, they've been doing it lately when homeboys start giving out blue checks for $8 a month. People have been playing like there's certain corporations and they put a blue check next to them and then they say some stupid ass news, and then the stupid ass news makes the stock price go way fucking down. But then if you're smart, like say for instance, Warner Brothers put out bad news, stock prices go down, you just go buy it. Zaslav put $1 million with cheap stocks, then he fixed the news and the stock prices go way back up. You just make $3 million off of bad news, pretty much. It's that simple. Yep. So maybe another way of them playing us is maybe not only for data and shit like that, but maybe also for stock prices also. So if we want to check this out, look at the stock prices tomorrow morning, see what Warner Brothers is at, and then when they fix the problem later on, look at the stocks go up. That will show you how much money they made.
Hey, thanks for the donation, Rhea. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, Rhea just donated to the channel. Much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, thanks. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Rhea. Appreciate you, Rhea.
Of course, it's Rhea, dude. She is a starlight in this and every channel, bro.
Thank you for your support. Nah, shouts out to you, Rhea. Absolutely, absolutely.
That's dope. That's dope.
Austin. Oh no, Leon, you were the one asking about the sources, right? Mikey says mine went quiet in November. My scoops were before. What was gunned down came from 2 other sites.
There we go. There we go. That makes sense. The timing is right there.
It's so funny we get to make all these gun puns, dude.
He said, boom, Peely. Hey, Zaslav is a fan of Peely. You know what
That's how it works,
thank you for answering the question, Mikey. I appreciate that.
It's the bigger numbers behind the numbers. And I wouldn't be surprised.
Every terrorist event, stock prices go down. Then a month later, they go right back up. So when they're down, you just buy them for the cheap.
And mad people buy.
A movie come out with, oh my God, what's the dude?
The Big Short? You talking about?
No, what's the dude? Denzel Washington was in a movie with, it was like he was in New York. He was a taxi driver or something, but the bad guy was doing all these fake.
Oh no, you talking about Jamie Foxx?
No, he was
Collateral.
Collateral? No,
that was Jamie Foxx, right?
I think he was in it with either John Travolta or somebody. I can't remember who the bad guy was.
You sure it wasn't Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx?
No, it was Denzel and I think John Travolta or the dude who played Batman '89.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. I think it was them two, but one.
Oh damn! This sounds like a good movie. Look this up.
He was doing fake-ass terrorist events. So when they finally caught him, they were like, "Why'd you do this?" And then he was like, "Yo, look at the stock value of XYZ companies. They went down tremendously over these terrorist events. So if you buy it while it's down, later on when it gets fixed, it goes right back up. They do this shit all the time, guys. Like every day, it happens." Every single day, and it's been happening on Twitter a lot. So I could see that with James Gunn's bad news, Warner Brothers stocks go down. When they fix the bad news, it goes back up. If y'all watch it, you will see it happen within a day or two, or maybe even a week at most. If you want to make some money, buy Warner Brothers stocks tomorrow, wait till they fix it, and it's gonna go back up within 2 or 3 days. You just made a few $100s just by bad news alone. I promise you, that's how that shit works. So Austin was 100% correct.
Word, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to see too why The Rock, you know, I'm sure he's had multiple conversations with Zaslav as Zaslav was coming in, and I'm sure he took advice from Zaslav from the fact that, yo, you should buy stock in this as well, so you also get paid from the stock. But he has contracts for the movies he's acting in, and he has producer credits. Like he can get paid all the way around. And Zaslav has that mindset where he's like, yo, everybody can eat as long as we're fucking doing the right thing, and we all have the same mindset, and that is protect the brand, quality over quantity. And I don't think that James Gunn is following suit right now. I think when he was originally hired, based off the recommendations off of other people, David Zaslav was like, okay, I feel like this is a good decision. I feel like he can follow suit, because he was able to follow suit with the Marvel shit. But his ego, I feel like James Gunn's ego got the best of him. And this is an emergency meeting is all of them seeing, you know, The Rock, not only The Rock, but Zaslav seeing the stock price just go down and down because of James Gunn's appointment, one, and then the shit after, two.
Well, two, and you got him now on Twitter. I'm sorry, but on Twitter, it's, you know, it's trending. Fire James Gunn.
Right. And even if there's not a lot of people on Twitter, other sites and like news outlets use what's trending on Twitter to make their own news. Yeah. Like, oh, this is trending on Twitter. Like, or it's just, it might just be a part of their story. They might have a story and they'll go on Twitter to like back up their, oh yeah, everyone's talking about this. Right. Because it's an easy way to see a numerical value to things. And that data aspect, because like everything is data, right? So
the movie Pelham 123, watch that shit. It's about
you're talking about the train. Okay. Right. That is Travolta.
Definitely, John Travolta.
Isn't he bald in that movie? Yeah, he looks like
he was doing terrorist events to make stock prices go down, and every time the world gets scared from terrorism, the stock price go down. He put more money in. That's
him and the dude from Star Trek and Wonder Woman was his young sidekick in the movie.
Chris Pine. Real quick, we got Mikey answering. He says, I think my last scoop was Hawkman movie and Swamp Thing in October. Deadline confirmed Hawkman and then deleted it.
Wow. Yeah, I saw a Hawkman teaser on Facebook this morning about a Hawkman show coming out or something like that. I did
think. Yeah. Do you think that James Gunn has used the old Hamada sources to leak, to like try and the gun control the old articles that got put out, and that's why they were deleted? He was like, yo, that's not true anymore, and he used his line through Hamada and Emmerich to get to these old Hamada sources and tell them to delete their stories.
It's quite possible. There's something going on behind the scenes, right?
It's fishy, bro.
I really do sniff a civil war. I'll just say that. And it's funny because, just being honest, if you look at The Rock and James Gunn, they don't seem like they would get along in real life, yo.
No.
They just don't seem like they hang in the same circles.
Talk about alpha and a beta, dude. Alpha and a beta, bro.
Yo, The Rock wouldn't be hanging out with nobody. Huh?
You guys ever been to Charleston though? you guys have seen those messages before.
Right.
Some jokes are for everybody and some jokes are just for us. So sorry everybody.
He knew exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, y'all ever been to Charleston before?
Yo,
that's hilarious.
Healy should be like the fucking the tour guide, the official tour guide.
Right, yeah.
I know he'd have that people coming in there 100% more, man.
Look at Charleston SC. Yep. Charleston, South Carolina, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
This dude always trying to get us to come. Look, I might end up having to come down there for a holidays. Good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, let me know. let me get out of real estate school, and then we have more time to chill. Once I'm out of that,
for sure.
Yeah,
For
school
sure,
is
for
definitely
sure.
time
Look.
consuming, dude.
school is a bitch. Bro.
So thanks for being here. Let's say that.
Facts. And I was just about to say, I'm gonna be shutting it down within like the next like 20, 30 minutes. So y'all put y'all last questions and comments in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I want to say thank all y'all for showing up and thanks for this fire panel, yo. We needed to get the cool table with Peely back, you know what I'm saying? And I thought it was important. So I definitely had to bring that to y'all. Look, going around real quick, starting with Leon, yo. You know, what's your kind of final thoughts on all this stuff, and just where are you at with it mentally right now?
I think that Peely adds something to the conversation that a lot of us, or a lot of people probably aren't thinking, and that is that this could be deliberate. We've seen it happen before. The Cool Table has been a part of debunking and exhuming old bones, if you will, and exposing certain things within the fandom. So, you know, to dismiss the possibility that this could be orchestrated in a way to boost views or any number of different things, right? It would be egregious, to say the least, to dismiss it. You know, but talking on the surface of it all, fuck James Gunn. Hashtag fire James Gunn, and hashtag restore the Snyderverse. You know, you know, just talking surface level, right? And any betas out there thinking that this is a great man emergency meeting, jokes on you guys. No, James Gunn, if he doesn't get fired, I would be quite shocked. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. What the heck?
Somebody's neighbor just went crazy just now.
Is everybody okay,
guys flying in the room somewhere?
Is
like,
everybody okay, bro? What the
that was next door to me.
I was on mute.
Yeah.
I was on mute.
Wait a minute. What happened?
That was next door to me. What in the
You
world?
didn't hear it? You didn't hear it?
That's why I was like, what in the?
No, I was actually switching my audio back to the headphones.
That's like the perfect, quite the perfect time to switch the audio.
That sounded like a witch got shot off her broom, dude. That's
This motherfucker playing Quidditch in his house and shit. He got Quidditch games.
Basically, shout out to the Harry Potheads, I guess. But, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts.
And then, oh man, I wish they hit it. I wish they hit you with it again. Woo!
Woo! Fuck James Gunn. Woo!
Basically,
they just heard it walking by. Woo!
They heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, we agree, bro.
Yeah. I'm on your side with that.
Zack Snyder rules.
Woo! God damn, yeah, very succinct thought.
Super Bro says we so close to 50 likes, y'all. Look, did y'all finish the conquest, bro? We got 52 people in here right now. I know we ain't got 52 betas in here. You know what I'm saying?
You know, at this point now, I gotta have to get that clip from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like, have you finished the conquest? We're playing it every time.
Yeah.
Facts, yo. Hey, have you finished the conquest? Right? What we got? We got 49 likes. Come on, y'all.
No, I just liked it. I made the 50th. I liked it.
All right. Cool. Yes. 50. The conquest is complete. You know what I'm saying? For sure. That like from Peely put us over the top.
Yeah.
Now, so watch one of these betas go take their like back. Whack ass one. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you.
They said, "Gun coming for you, Leon." You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Hashtag
he don't want to come this way. Gun don't want to come this way right now, boy. Whew, Lord.
Ooh, don't come down to South Florida now.
This is my new
yeah, man.
Fuck around and find out.
Basically.
Who needs ADT, bro?
Fuck around and find out.
AD me, bro. Fuck around and find out.
Oh shit, God. 55 likes. Oh, that's nice. What's up.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Much
propelling
love
us
to the
in the
chat.
algorithm. We talk a lot about
And that-
data, so we need to manipulate our own, and we need to do our
Yeah.
part.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Get
Hey,
this out
look.
to more people.
Right.
Can we get an achievement unlocked when the conquest is complete too, Austin?
I'll write it down.
So like
I'll write it
a
down.
video. And I need that thumb too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right, Nico, I got you. I got
I got
you.
that Birdman hand rub. You know what I'm saying? He said Gunn couldn't find his way out of a sack. Right. Right. He said, come to the harbor area, right, Scott? Yeah, man. They know what's up, Southbound. Or if they don't know what's up, they gonna fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Right. The conquest is complete.
Basically. Oh man.
Yo, it was a
The
perfect.
fucking Ric Flair over there.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
Yo. Oh shit! Leon's the only one we can't see. Look around in his fucking place. That's about. I'm sure he was.
That just scared the mess out of me. I was like, what?
Yeah, you made us all look around. I had to make sure my door was closed. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This shit
We
locked.
got Mama Bear saying, I need to figure out how to get these kind of likes on my channel. Hey, well, one of these days, the cool table might have to pull up on Mama Bear. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Straight up.
what it takes. You gotta have all of us come together.
Yeah.
Link up.
Send the link so they can sub Mama Bear.
There
Facts.
you go.
Right?
Yeah, put it in
There
there.
you go. There you go. All right. Moving forward, Necron, I want to get your final take on all this stuff. Yo, where are you feeling? Now, where are you at mentally with all this stuff, and how are you feeling about the news from earlier and what's been said tonight?
Oh, earlier, man, I was probably in a rotten mood about the whole thing. I was not happy, but you know, you get on here and you talk and you start hearing some sense being made, and it's not so bad after all. And you do realize, you know what, man, I can't let these dummies take advantage of my emotions like this, you know, because really, in the sense,
Right.
it doesn't really change anything in my life or anyone else's life unless you're getting paid by these people. So, but on the same note too, if this fool goes and fires all the Snyderverse cast, or you know, whatever you want to call it, and writes them off, I ain't getting DC done. They ain't getting money from me no more. That's just the way it goes. I'll just be
I
reading
agree.
Mikeyverse. I'll just be reading Mikeyverse comics and having a good time, you know, reading about the
Facts,
adventures of my friends and everything else.
Facts, yo.
Facts.
And you know, there's a lot of truth about this engagement, because I worked in broadcasting for a long time, and the money that used to, like, advertisers used to spend on television is all shifting to the internet. And you got TV stations who worry more about their internet sales than their actual commercial sales anymore. So this is where the money is. Engagement, good or bad, whatever you click on, that advertiser is paying good money to be on that page, and they want more people to come there so they can charge that advertiser more money. So that's just another angle you got to look at it too. You know, those are my final thoughts. Hopefully,
That's real.
Zaslav puts Gunn in his place and says, "You ain't running this company. I am," and we get the right slate put out.
Nah, but don't nobody know nothing, Necron, except me and Peter. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know nothing, right?
Don't
Yo,
count out the
listen.
man who can smell what's cooking, though. He knows something.
Mega eyebrow raise with that too.
Yeah,
Mega
exactly.
eyebrows.
Yo, did y'all see the size of Lobo's knife? Did y'all see him just slide that up?
You mean this
Real
one? Nah,
nonchalantly.
oh, this is the baby knife. Let me get the good one.
Hey.
I'm gonna get Skywalker
Slice
freaking banned.
You call that a knife?
Slicing
Now
dice.
that's a knife.
And I'm not even gonna show what's sitting under here, so we're just gonna look at
Oh
knives.
boy.
Yo, Necron said I would either put 2 slices on you or 2 holes in you.
Slice and dice.
Slice and dice or blam blam.
Slice and dice. Right? Hey, Philly, come back, man. Hey, man, what about I was to say Philly about to go grab
Yeah, there you go.
Steak knife.
Peely said, got my steak
Peely.
knife.
Nah.
Hey, it still works. This
Yo.
is good.
It's not about the size of the
Yo.
instrument. It's about the motion of the ocean, bro.
That shit
Lord.
just reminded
I never
me
had
of
to
that
say that one, my friend. I'll just say that.
Peely, that shit just made me think about that video that you sent me, that clip where you got up and came back and you was impersonating Enoch. He said he left me alone real quick.
No, don't do it to us, bro. Oh, man.
Yo, man. Yo, this shit was
I'm not ready.
wild. This shit is wild, yo. Oh my goodness.
Mr. West, you cannot cancel anybody.
Bro.
Classic.
He's like, hold up, my kitchen's right here, bro.
Oh shit.
Oh my
shit,
God,
dude.
yo. This
Fucking Enosh
is
made an appearance. God damn.
this is crazy.
Where Enoch come from?
What the fuck?
All right, but yo, moving forward, thank you for that. Putting that on. I want to pass this to the good Austin. Go ahead and let the people know where you at with this mentally and just how you're feeling about everything and what we said tonight.
Man, what a night, as it always is whenever we get this info. I think the best part about this is when we have people coming to our chats and then they think that, you know, they got us, they won or whatever, and they're saying, you know, cry, baby, cry. I think it just goes to show the strength of our community and the strength of everybody here. Like, yo, we came together even harder after this news came out, so we could all chill and chat with each other. And I think that goes to show you like how positive this community just is in general, as far as, yo, we are all kind of upset about this news, so let's talk about it. Let's get our feelings out. Let's get over it together, so we can move on with our days and not really dwell on this too much. So that's the best part about this. What did we ultimately come to a conclusion to tonight? That it's an emergency meeting, which is good news. The Rock and Cav will be heavily involved in this meeting. That's good news. David Zaslav did not like what he was hearing. Obviously, that's why the emergency meeting was called. That's good news. And the what the report said was that Mike DeLuca and Pamela Abdi wanted to go back to the Snyderverse, and we were gonna have, and Man of Steel 2 was confirmed in production, and the Gunpowder, the Rock was gonna have his Black Adam sequel. And like all those were kind of scoops that were and things that we were talking about were gonna happen. I think that's positive if we go back to that. So I think we as a community can always find the silver lining, and that's just the strength of what we do. No matter whatever news comes out, we are always be able to come back together and talk to each other about it and get over it together and continue living together, no matter what universe we're in, whether it's the Snyderverse or whether it's this James Gunn bullshit that we're gonna get. At the end of the day, what I'm really looking forward to is the Mikey verse and the stuff that he's been talking about, and the stories that he's gonna be having coming out. So DC right now for me isn't even like on the priority list. Like, I'm looking forward to the Flash if they go with the ending that they should, and they don't end it the way that was previously reported. That's the Snyderverse, and that Batman would just be lost into the wind or whatever, into another fucking dimension or wherever he's gonna be. I hope they don't go with that. So I'm excited for that, but I'm way more excited for Mikey shit. Like, I'm like, yo, you can't write your shit fast enough. What are you laughing at, bro? Fucking
Are you watching
Peely?
right
Nah,
now?
dude, I'm not. I'm trying to concentrate. He's fucking around. We'll fuck around and find out. But yeah, to say that, bro, to keep it succinct, I think it's ultimately found out this is going to be good news because this meeting is probably not going to turn out in James Gunn in his favor. I think it'll turn out in our favor, in the Snyderverse's favor. And I think ultimately if you looked at it as good news, and the fact that we got, and I'm going to attribute it to Leon starting it, but we got Fire James Gunn tweeting or trending on Twitter, or maybe it was just Fire Gunn, but whatever iteration of it got trending on Twitter. I think that's huge for our cause.
Hashtag Fire James Gunn.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And we said it before about other things, but it still applies to this, and it applies more so to James Gunn right now. But get with it or get lost. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen, man. We're either going to have James Gunn follow in line, or he's going to be booted, and we're going to be on to the next one. But we'll see. I think it's good news, and I have to thank everybody in the chat for probably paying attention more to what the fuck is going on right there.
Yo, the Zach crack Cookie Monster.
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder. Yo.
What's so funny, yo?
Yo,
You got a little something on your nose, bro.
There ain't no fucking. There's no
Yeah, you got a
snow
little
in
something on your
Charleston,
nose.
bro.
Just a little bit.
There's no snow in Charleston, bro. What the fuck?
What's so funny, yo?
Oh my god!
He does.
Oh my god!
He
Every
was
time I hang around,
channeling his inner Enoch.
Bro, you there, bro? Oh,
yo, every time I hang around Enoch, I get fucked up, though.
Bricks.
God damn.
Bro,
Yo.
that shit can't feel good on your face, bro.
Man,
It tastes
I can't
mad
feel
funny
my
shit.
face, bro.
Yeah.
yo, he said, "Why is my cheek numb?" You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I can't do
I can't feel my face.
Bro.
this.
Oh man.
Oh, man, you got a mess in your fucking computer chair right now. I know you
Yeah,
do, bro.
But yo,
that
I just
was.
want to say thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah,
You know?
go ahead. I was gonna say it's your turn, bro.
Oh man, that's it. Yo, this was this was a great podcast. This was a great stream. Yeah.
You want that's a cocaine bear cheese.
That's Enosh. Every time he try to do a podcast against me, he got to take a few lines and shit. You fucking Enosh, though. Yo, Enosh looked like the biggest crackhead in the movement, bro. That bitch had to talk shit about me. Oh my god! But yo, I appreciate y'all having me on. Yo, like I said, I first heard the news today. Fatal J text me. But I really never really take credence into these shit, man. I'm happy, nobody's really upset. Nobody jumping off the roof. We came and talked about it. We did a lot of good points and, everything. But I'm down with Fire James Gunn tweets. I'm down with all of that shit, bro. If y'all need me to help out with that shit, I'm in. Fuck that pedo dude, bro.
Straight up.
He said we can. He's like, yo, we can just hit up Candace Owens, right?
Hit up Candace Owens, bro. Get her involved, yo. Fuck Balenciaga. Warner Brothers hired pedos too, yo, boys. We get that shit over with. But yo, I really think Snyder's coming back. I mean, I think everything Snyder included is gonna come. And now I think, emergency meeting in the fourth quarter cannot be good news, especially not after a leak of this shit, could not be good news. So we should all be happy about that, some pixelated Japanese girl shows. Oh, you want to see some Japanese?
Oh shit!
Is that what you want to see, eh?
Right. Yo, I want to say shouts out to I want to say shouts out to Peely and the rest of the cool table. Yo, I want to thank y'all for coming on the stream. You know what I'm saying? This has been a special one, right? I kind of knew that it would be, and that's why I knew I had to get Peely involved. You know what I'm saying? This has been dope. So shouts out to the whole chat, man. But thank you guys for being in here and being on point and engaging with us this whole time. Much love and appreciation. Before we get on out of here, we got the homie Mikey said still laughing. Peter just pulled up a pixelated Japanese girl, I think, right? Austin saying subscribe if you're not. Southbound saying you forgot me. Hey, my bad, bro. I got you, bro. Y'all know Southbound pulling back up to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Southbound is the homie, and I love his takes. You know what I'm saying? But I did just have to get this cool table Peely stream out there because the streets needed that. Hold up, Corey said a picture of you.
He gets it, y'all. He gets it.
Yeah, I don't have one of those, bro.
I remember
The
one
Theo
time he
nights.
came in the chat like randomly, like, "Yo,
Oh,
y'all seen Fiona Lady?" And they just bounced and ran out. I was like, "Bro, come on."
Where's she been?
Where's she been though?
Yo, we got Jay saying the gun news was a vibe kill. The stream just made the whole day better. Yeah, that's what we here to do. You know what I'm saying? We here to bring light. You know what I'm saying? We are the light bringers. You know what I'm saying?
Believe it or not, we are.
In dark times. Southbound said, "It's because I'm adjacent, huh?" Yo, look, a salute to the homie Southbound. Yeah. We already know. Yo. Look, from myself and the rest of the cool table and the Watchmen, you know what I'm saying? Yo, fuck it. This has been a Watchmen stream. This ain't even been a cool table stream.
Brought to you by the Watchmen.
This been a Watchmen stream, bro.
Y'all see the button on the logo.
Damn right. Watchmen. Yo, all the old Watchmen gonna diss us tomorrow for talking about Fiona. Watch this shit happen, bro.
Rinse and repeat, bro. Rinse and repeat.
Hey, where's she at though? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I want to have Fiona come on my channel and tell me that
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
wrong. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Pull up, Fiona. Finish the conquest and pull up.
Finish the conquest. Oh shit!
We're talking to an AI like Metal Gear Solid 2.
Basically.
Life imitates art, bro.
Huh?
I said life imitates art.
Hell yeah.
Right, the lolly lule low.
Hit us on the codex, Fiona. Pull up.
You know how to get to that.
Real talk. This has been a great stream, yo. Quick salute to the Watchmen, right? And we're gonna get at y'all next time. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Bang.
Bye.